Yeah, so I'm interested, I'm going for those 10 days. So how I utilize my those 10 days properly. So
Yeah,
that's what, yesterday started talking about Animitta. Yeah.
see, what you need to do is whatever you have learned here, right? See, now, thing is, there's nothing wrong with watching the breath. It's the first thing you can do. Easy. And then after that, what you do is a question. Okay. Now, the basic aim is that you should come out of traditions. That's it. But the
Yeah,
more,
so there is nothing, no specific kind of thing, and there is nothing, there is no Sayado and nothing is
no, no,
running this one.
no, let it be
Yeah.
there. I have no problem. But you shouldn't have it in your mind, is what I'm saying.
No, not at all.
That's it. So you can do your normal thing rather than doing something specific to please someone. If that is there, then doesn't matter whether you see kandas or you see the what we can say ayatana, like eye, ear, nose, tongue, like that, or you see the dhatu, should be fine.
Okay. Because why I'm going, the main thing is because it's too much going on, and I just want to slow down myself.
Fair,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Like I said, shouldn't be a big issue. You can do it. You should be doing it. Nothing wrong in anybody going to any retreat at all, Janak. So don't take me wrong that we shouldn't go to
No, no, no,
retreat.
no. I'm not. I'm just
Anybody
telling,
can go.
this is
Anybody
what.
can go. No, no, you shouldn't have that. So anybody can go to a retreat. Absolutely fair. But don't take anything from there. Do what Buddha tells you to do rather than what the tradition tells you to do. See, there's a, at least in the Thai tradition or Thai way of doing, they don't bother what you do. But in Burmese tradition, they're very picky. They want you to do whatever they want you to do, right? It's like saying that everybody is wrong and I'm right. And that's the problem. As long as you follow the Buddha teaching, fine, you can, some person can take breath, some person doesn't have to take a breath. Because each object you have, and in fact, if they go by Visuddhi Magga, which they do, there are 40 meditation items, not only one. Breath is one of it. There are 40. You can choose one among the 40. Why only breath? And why only body sensation? There are other sensations also. So it would be a wrong statement or a wrong way of working just by saying that keep on watching body sensation forever. Forever means till your end of your life, and that's the only thing you have to do in your life, which is not true. If Buddha teaching was so compact, then nobody could become an arhat. Yes, Ashwin.
I was talking to one of teacher, Kaji's teacher, and he's a close uncle also. So just to ask him, not that why he was doing 10 years now in the teaching field also, Kaji's. So just trying to help him. So I ask this from where the discussion start. But he is doing like a mechanical, he don't know what he's just looking at sensations without any thought process, without a savitarka vichars. And that's the main problem is lucky happening with the many students in Goenkaji also. Means I also come out of that. Without savichar, just looking the body sensation, then the progress really not happened actually. That's the main problem I face. And that is help means after talking to Vilas, it helped me to improve particularly that aspect more.
Yeah. So,
I don't know how is that related to this subject, but that's the short process to discuss
yeah.
something.
So thanks, Ashwin. See, Janak is like this. What is jhana? Buddha says jhana means savitaka savichara piti sukha ekagata. Simple. If by chance you are getting body pain, then you are not in jhana. And jhana includes samatha and vipassana, anupassana. So don't take it that only jhana means you just sit and watch your breath or whatever that is. No. Yep. It includes all the three. Now, when we come to how should I do jhana, there are two kinds of jhana. Basically, what Buddha talks about. One kind of jhana is a normal jhana, which anybody can do. There's no need for Buddha at all. That means I, as a normal person, okay, and out of my moral values, what I can do is I can do some chanting. That becomes japa and ajapa. That is, I chant in the mouth and then I chant in the mind. So I take a bead, rosary, and I do for 108 times. So I'll take a rosary and I say Om, 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 like that, 108 times, and then ajapa, means mental chanting again with that rosary. I'm counting, 108 times. This two-way counting of 108 times will be around 2 hours. Then again I do 108 times. It provides more energy, vitality in the body. That will account for vitakka vichara. Not savitakka savichara, vitakka vichara. And then after some time, you are in joy. So now the mind is stationed, is stop going around objects. So there's no sensual experience. It's literally coolness. That is piti. You feel joy. So in Hindi, we can say, कितना अच्छा लग रहा है. रहे तो ऐसा रहे. Okay? You will come to know. Then sukha. Sukha means ananda. Okay? What is called as bliss in English, if you were to use a normal word, sukha is something which will stop you from worrying, thinking, pondering, doing anything, any worldly thing. So that is ananda. So ananda means sukha. So Buddha uses sukha instead of ananda. So that you can differentiate. Ananda is that you don't have anything to think or worry. You are so engrossed that there's no distraction even for a bit. So in the sutta, Buddha gives about a reservoir where from the eastern wall and the western wall and the southern wall and northern wall, the water has flown, and then you're sitting there and it's so cool. Not even a drop of water is coming out from that. And you're sitting and you're just immersed in it. The ananda, what you're getting, is tremendous. It surpasses all kind of sensual touch, sensual taste, sensual smell, sensual sound. Okay, all the fine. That's ananda. You will come to know this is ananda. And the last one is ekagata. Now, in this case, in both the cases, as in the Buddha, So in here, the breath will become very subtle. It will stop. Then you are out of Rupa Jhana. You are now in Arupa. So you get into infinite space. Okay? Both can do it. Buddha disciple also can do it. And a normal person also can do it. There's nothing, but he should have morality. He also should have morality. Both are on a foundation of morality. So if they don't have morality, no way they can come into Arupa Jhana. In both. Then after that, you start to see conscious experience. You become aware of everything that's happening in you, outside you. Now, what does that mean? Consciousness means what? What do you mean by word conscious? Let's deeply understand it. In English or in Hindi, you can say, or in Sanskrit, Chaitanya. That's a equivalent for consciousness. Or we can say Chitta, is an even more better word. Chitta. Now, what does it do? It's the knower of the field. That's all. वो सारा जानता है, सब कुछ जानता है. So you will come to see, hear, taste, touch, smell, which are not only of this, but in everywhere. You see yourself everywhere in every dimension. So that is, consciousness is infinite. It's not finite. Finite means restricted to this body alone. Infinite is, there is no restriction. Meaning, all this while, I was seeing Marine as a female and thinking that there's a Marine sitting out there. But now I know it is me who is sitting there. There's no one called Marine. And the same way, there's no one called Ashwin, and there's no one called Janak. Now, isn't it good that you are able to experience something beyond this sixth sense? Now, there's no Rupa. Why? Eyes have consciousness. It's just consciousness. There's nothing like called as my eye consciousness. It's just an eye. It's just an ear. It's just a nose. It's just a tongue. It's just the body. It's just the mind. That's it. Now, what I was seeing all this while was a consciousness absorbed in the body. Now, what I'm seeing now is the consciousness all inclusive. Nothing to do with the body. That's great. Then I come to the next one, which both a non-Buddhist and Buddhist can achieve. Not only restricted to Buddhist people. It will be unfair. Even a Christian can do it. Even a Muslim can do it. Even anyone can do it. It's not only for Buddhists. That is understanding nothingness. There's no thing. It's just light. Just like put a tube light and then all the objects are visible. But the light doesn't have the object. That is nothingness. Akincha ayatana. There's nothing in that ayatana. It's a very nice way to define that no objects are inside that sense door. It's just a reflection. There is no real. Meaning, at present, the sun has come inside and it is falling on the wall. But if somebody were to ask me, is the sun in the wall? And the answer is Yes, because the sunlight has come on that wall. But is that the sun only for your wall, or the wall is having the sun? And the answer is no, because there is nothing which is attached to that wall, even though the sun has come on the wall. And that is akincha ayatana. So all the objects appear just to disappear. So Merin is appearing in I consciousness and disappearing in the I consciousness, doesn't stick at all. And Janak also doesn't stick. And Ashwin anyway is not on video for me to see. So obviously what I can see is that there's nothing out there. So that's the reason called as nothingness, no thing. Okay. And the last one is you cut the conscious experience itself, where it goes into oblivion. Meaning, just like deep sleep, where you have no sense of anything whatsoever. But you're going to get up in the morning. What if you practice in such a way that you don't have to get up at all for next, God only knows. But you're alive. You're not dead. You're not in coma. There's a movie called Samsara. The starting part of that movie is that Neva Sanya na Sanya Ayatana. There's no perception. This guy is sitting and his fingers and everything has, his nails have grown so big. And then the monk goes and tells him in the ear, and then there says some body movement. So started to perceive. He perceived the sound. Then the consciousness came back. So they take him blindfolded, because if he opens his eyes will go away, because he's sitting in darkness forever. For 5 years, he's sitting there in the cave. They bring him out. They tie his eyes and keep him in that condition for another day. And then they open up. Then he is given a bath. And they cut off all his nails and everything. So he has achieved that jhana. You can search it on YouTube. You will not find an English version of it. There is, I can share you the English version of it. Yes, Ashwin.
There is a Hindi 10-minute short of it that converted that movie. I saw that.
Okay. But that doesn't have the starting scene, I think so.
Yeah, it has that somebody saying in his ear and then making a noise.
Then it is fine. Then if you have that, it's good. So that's all I wanted you to see.
And, but that person is not to become a Anagami, because he is a Sanya.
No, he attains Neva Sanya na Sanya Ayatana. And then the problem with him is sexuality. So he keeps on.
Yeah, correct. But
yes.
After Nev Sanya or Nev Sanya meditation, he'll not lose his sexuality or power, or
No.
that surprise to me. Why?
No, that is why I'm talking about this.
Okay.
So anybody can do this, Buddhist or non-Buddhist, doesn't matter. Okay, even Marine can do it. Ashwin, you can do it. I can do it. Janak can do it. You don't have to do anything to cut anything.
It's quite difficult, na? How to just be looking to do sit 1 year, 2 year like this or six
Why?
months.
It's possible, Ashwin. Don't worry. It's all about how you build your body. That's it. The first thing is to build your body, endurance. If I don't build endurance, it's not going to work. See, crazy thing about Burmese tradition. You put an aditthana for sitting 1 hour. Sounds reasonable, but that's not the right aditthana at all. First, I should make my body ready for that. It's like I'm going on a trekking. I'll just drink water and come. Yeah. So I used to trek the Himalayas. We were going to a place called as in Sikkim, Gochala. That's at 17,000 feet. The top, you go to 17,000 feet. So for that, I had prepared almost a year for the endurance. Two kind of endurance. Number one, you need to put a heavy backpack and you should be able to carry it. That's the first. Second, high altitude. The oxygen is less. What I used to do, Ashwin, is to climb 10,000 steps in the whole day.
Mhm.
Takes long hours, but yes, and then I should take my wife along and I used to go, there's one park where steps. So keep on going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so that you have your lungs capacity is so good that you can do it. So 2010, I enrolled for mountaineering certification. I wanted to become a mountaineer. I had that obsession. I need to climb a mountain. I went to Darjeeling with my wife and son. The obsession was so much is that there's one single standing rock called Kumbu Rock. And my wife was saying, you're gone crazy. And I wanted to climb. And there's a rope. Okay, I climbed. Climbing was easy. How do you come down? And initially, I used to have fear of heights. And this is one single stone, vertical stone. You have to just put your legs like this and climb. So I climbed. I have to get down the same way. So when I sit down, I see everyone is this small. So let go of the fear. But I was able to do it for that endurance. So 2011, when I went for this Gochala trek, everyone is an youngster. I am in my 40s. I was 2011 means I was 40 year old, correct? 40, 39, 40. A lot of enthusiasm. Did it. 2 weeks trek. Yeah. It was a very nice And then this obsession did not end. So I started doing many of the high mountains. So what I learned is that you can tune up your body. So even for long hour meditation, you need to tune up your body. And for that, you require a lot of stretching exercise to be done hours together. You need to do that. And that is not taught in any tradition. And that's the reason many monks, they develop all kind of diseases, including BP and sugar and all of that, because they are not having any kind of physical exercise. You need to exercise a lot with mindfulness. But then you need to do that, and then only you can sit for long hours. That's not possible. So basically, what has happened, Ashwin, is that sitting for 1 hour itself becomes like, you're being challenged by Goenka or whoever, saying that adhitthana for 1 hour, and you get a very bad pain, and then you are taught that there's a sankharas coming out and some stupid thing there. There is no sankhara which is coming out, and you are in pain, in real pain. Okay. So, and if you really look at the Buddha teaching, he says, if there is a pain, first address the pain. Okay. So first you have to endure. What is the meaning of see? That also is got distorted. Endurance, khanti, is to endure. Endure the distraction. Don't get distracted. Anything that is distracting you, stop the distraction. Endurance is not, let me sit. And that's not endurance, that is foolishness. Because it comes under Kila Matanu Yoga. Kila Matta Matanu Yoga. This is the second type. So there's Kama Sukhalu Kanu Yogo, Hino Gammo Potujjaniko. And the second side is Kila Matanu Yogo, Hino Gammo Potujjaniko. It can be done by only Puttujana, who doesn't know what to do. A normal person would take two wrong views. One wrong view is that Kama Sukha, another wrong view is Kila Matta. That means you punish your body through some stupid thinking, and both are wrong. Now, what's the right thing then? Right thing is first you develop your body. Like yesterday we were talking, so you have Kamanyata, meaning wieldness. Then that means you can wield the way you want it. You can bend it. You can do whatever you want. Then Lahuta, lightness. Uduta, and you can literally, if you do like this and like this, you can really make body function in its optimal capacity. So Janak, before you go and sit there or whatever you want to do, first do all of this. There you can sit comfortably for 1 hour without having to worry whether the 1 hour happened or not. Like if I were to demo it, maybe I'll try to demo it. I have this kind of sack. What I do, so I will sit like this. But if the body is like this, I can sit very comfortable. No pain. What's that? And in this posture, you can sit as long as it doesn't hurt at all. So if you carry a pillow like this kind, and that's sufficient. Anyway, they will be giving a pillow there, I guess. like in all Vipassana. But sitting on that, you have to have endurance. You have to develop endurance. So, how to develop is exercise, sit on that, sit, comfort, see how much comfort, then get out, walk, again sit, again look at extending it, and again, keep on doing it. It crosses more than 1 hour, then 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. No pain at all anywhere. Now your comfort doesn't matter. 1 hour goes in a jiffy because you have developed your body like that. Body development is also very important. So this is on the side of the normal person who can go to 8 jhana. Now we come to the Buddha teaching. You require 3 things for a Buddha teaching. One is samatha, as we were doing in the first jhana, second jhana, like that. And the second one is vipassana. And third one is anupassana. So you require all the 3. Let's say I'm sitting on that that thing what I just now showed. So I'm sitting, just sitting is samatha. I come to a no thought stage is samatha. So Sariputta explains that avikepha, means no distraction. Vikhepa means vikshepa in Sanskrit, which means distracted. So there is no distraction. Comfort. Now you're ready. Like a tawa is ready. Now take a dhamma subject to investigate. What you want to take? 5 aggregates. Okay. You want to take dhatu? Okay. You want to take ayatana? Okay. These are 3 things majorly you can take. And in dhatu, which one you want to take? Pathavi, apo, tejo, vayo, akasha, or all the 5. Now, what would happen? I'll again demonstrate to you so that you can do it while you are there. Get it like a task. Right. Tum kaya panidhaya. Right. Yesterday we body should be fun, not be fun. Or just expands better it is. Final pitch and not group. I said this. Now what happens? I take half this hand sides. Now I get this knee. What is that I'm feeling? Actually, I'm feeling heat. Hand is warm. Then I close my eyes, cold and hot. And then what is that? We'll see. There is pulsation. Yes, Vayu is there. And then what I can see? Hardness. And there is watery, wetness. Can I do it at the leg? Yes. I do it on the so very much. So then I do Anupassana, starting with what was this? Was Vilas. What it is now. It's only nothing. Where did Vilas go? No Vilas can be. So it's like one side is uncertain. I was certainly looking at Vilas in uncertain. No Vilas element and impermanent, arising and see arising, air arising and passing. I can see sweat arising and there's no me and my. That is so holding on to this body and saying Vilas is and person. Anam. I out for myself. Anicca, dukkha, and anatta. And now this I can extend it to the whole body and sit forever. Very simple. 3-step process. First, make the body flexible. Second, take a posture that is comfortable for you. Third, enter into samatha, which is samadhi. Just get into that. No bullshit thing. Just sit and don't have to worry about anything. Okay? Cut out everything. Just watch this body. Not your body, this body. So when you see the breath, that becomes samatha, real samatha. Then even when sitting on the chair, I can do it. So I'm keeping my hands on this. So what's the feeling? What's the Vedana? Yeah, I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling cold, I'm feeling whatever I'm feeling. Just watch the feeling. For that, I don't have to spend hours together sitting. You just see the feeling of hot, feeling of cold, feeling of solid, feeling of whatever. Yes, Mary.
So we have discussed this earlier also, Vilasi, about like so in Goenkaji's tradition, it's called considered to be the gross sensation. So and when he explains like the day 6, day 7, day 8, like that, it becomes then he says like you'll see feel more subtle sensations. So everyone is actually longing to that subtle sensations.
See, sensation or sensation. There is nothing called as a subtle sensation or a gross sensation. When the mind is gross, it becomes gross sensation. When the mind is subtle, it becomes subtle sensation, but it's only sensation.
So my question is like, so people who are like, highly developed like you and, arahants, and so would they only feel subtle sensations when they sit, like, or can they go straight into subtle sensations? Like, how does that work?
It depends on the state of the mind, meaning to say that I'm talking to you and I sit immediately, there'll be gross.
No matter whether you are
Doesn't matter.
beginner practitioner or a
It only the time is a difference, meaning the practitioner who has practiced a lot, for him to get into subtle sensation is easy. Time it takes to get into subtle sensation is easy. For a beginner, the subtle sensation might take days. because the mind is so gross that it can't feel anything subtle. Okay. Otherwise, you can. Yesterday, I was telling these people for Dhara Pravaha, which Goenka says, you go for a walk, 1 hour walk or half an hour walk. Just come, don't sit, just stand. This. Keep this. Stand. You'll see energy moving from leg to head and head to leg in all directions. You'll be like something is vibrating and vibrating and vibrating, vibrating, vibrating. What somebody gets on a 6th day in PRI, you can get it every hour. So what to do? Take few steps like this.
Yeah, this is. I used to think that this will see, like, when I am like active, like, say for example, if I'm cooking in the kitchen and then coming and sitting, actually I get more subtle sensations that time. I'm actually not aware about the gross sensations. Whereas when I'm sitting, when I'm quiet and then going and sitting, actually I get more gross sensations.
Absolutely, because
And then I was confused about this.
no, you get free flow. What is Dhara Pravaha? In Hindi, it's actually not even a Pali term. Dhara in Hindi is flowing. Dhara, water, or like a river, water. Pravaha is the built up flow, like a path filled with free flowing water. No blocks anywhere. So, a Burmese fellow who is caught up with it is expecting that he will get a free flow. So, why is he coming into that retreat? Is to have a free flow. It's like orgasm, right? They both are same actually. Honestly speaking, the orgasm and the free flow exactly are the same because there's so much of energy that you feel, wow, this is the effect I was looking at, but it fades away. Right? So now, if you were to sit like that nicely, then you will get Dhara Prabha, which means free flow. So you get subtle sensation like a whirlwind going everywhere or some flowing happening. So you will get sensation everywhere. Most subtlest of sensation where everything is moving like this. You feel, oh my goodness, what is moving inside my body? And his mind is still. There's nothing there. And you will not feel the body. The wonderful effect of Dhara Pravaha is the body is gone. You don't feel anything called as body unless you touch yourself and say that, am I still alive or dead? Something like that. But otherwise, it's just energy moving everywhere. And in yoga, it's a partial kundalini, not full kundalini. It's a partial kundalini where the energy is going everywhere. It's just traveling. And wherever it traverses, it opens up the channels. So basically, if you are doing it pretty well, you will have nice orgasmic effect, be it a male or a female. And you love it. So the next time you go to Vipassana, you want it and it will never come. Why? Because there is craving. So now 10-day retreat will not give you that effect. It's just like coffee. Now you require a 20-day retreat because 20-day you have never tried it. You don't know what is a 20-day retreat. So basically, I'm desperate. 20-day, something will happen. Something will happen. A 20-day retreat. And in 20-day retreat, on the 10th day, 11th day, whatever day, you will get it. Even more subtler than the first retreat. Now, what is this subtler thing? You will have a dissolution of everything. It get dissolved. There's nothing left. It's like you are, but you are not. It is called bhanga in Visuddhimagga. There's no bhanga in Buddha teaching, but Visuddhimagga explains that. So, Upadatiti bhanga. So now you can see that it has arisen, it stayed, it's dissolved. And that's even more, experience oriented than this. And another thing is going to happen. Everything gets shut off. So you attain Nibbana. Now, how much can you stay there is secondary, but you will enter into Nibbana. That's 100% in Burmese tradition. 100%. Whether it happened in 20 day or 30 day or a 45 day or 60 day, I don't know. It can happen even in a 10 day or a 20 day or a 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. That's the truth. What Goenka says, no doubt on that. No doubt. You will get it. But the condition is not met. That's the problem. You first have to fit the condition. Then it works. So you have to go to the retreat because you don't know the condition, how it is working. So there's nothing wrong with Burmese technique. Absolutely fair. But you don't have to go there to get this because you can get it anywhere. You have to kill yourself to get that. Stop going behind it. You will get it. Yes.
So the condition you are saying is the condition of the VRI. Is that what you're saying,
Yeah.
Vilasi? Yeah.
The environment of VRI or
Environment of VRI. Okay.
or this what Janak is going as a retreat in Sidon.
Okay.
Now
So
what
that is not your day-to-day condition.
exactly. So now let's see the changes, the differences between the retreat and what I'm doing at home. Number one, there is no motivation at all for me to do at home. Yes.
So again, the question is like, so if we can get Nibbana at somehow, like, say for example, you're going and sitting for 30 days, 60 days, if there is an opportunity to sit like that for 365 days or whatever it is, and if you can get that experience,
even for 1 minute,
even for once,
1 minute,
1 minute or one, whatever it is,
it is good
Isn't
that
that
we are
worth it
already
then?
entered in the stream, right?
But you're already in craving.
okay, so you're desiring to get that. So isn't that not a good desire? Now this question was asked many times. I don't know. We had this discussion to other monks as well here, and they were saying it's actually a good craving.
No, that is one way true, but majorly not true. Why? In which way it is true? You need to have an interest. That is true. You need to pursue it. That is true. That's 100% required. But will it happen now? That is anishchit, right? That is uncertain. So first I have to work on uncertainty principle. Like what is there in quantum mechanics. So don't expect anything. Just be what you are. No Nibbana. In fact, Mula Pariyaya Sutta exactly puts it. One thing in Buddha Dhamma we need to learn are two suttas. Mula Pariyaya Sutta MN1 and Brahmajala Sutta DN1. If we miss these two suttas, we are not exact following Buddha teaching.
Vilashi, today when you were talking about that during the afternoon session, actually I was going to say that, because in Bhikkhu Bodhi's that sutta book, in the commentary, it is written that, this particular sutta, Mulapariya Sutta, that normally should be read after completing that entire book, it seems. So then you will understand. In the beginning, you will not understand. So
Exactly.
then I really struck by what you were saying, that you said the same thing.
So I didn't introduce to anyone from the beginning because they will never understand it. So first you go through all other suttas and come back to the Mula Pariyaya Sutta. The 24th one is Nibbana. You go behind Nibbana, you won't get it.
It's like how Ananda went behind and he was pursuing too hard.
Yes. So what's the magic here? Nothing. Just be yourself. Don't be something. Now let me explain to you what I'm trying to say. Now, Janak going into the retreat, excellent. That's it. Which retreat? No. Sayadaw? No. Ajancha? No. Sri Lankan, you mean to say? No. Indian? No. Tibetan? No. Boss, tell me something. What are you doing? Because that makes no sense. Then he goes there. Where did he go? Retreat. Whose retreat? No retreat. Room, retreat are the same. Got it? His room, where he's sitting now, and the retreat are the same. There's only room. Now, one idiot will come and say, sit in Shunyagara. Now, the mind goes behind Shunyagara. Okay. Why? Because Buddha says so. It's there in the sutta. Go to Shunyagara. Monks, here is a Shunyagara. Here is the root of the tree. Here is an empty cave with this one. Sit there and do it. Oh, yes, yes, I have to do it. So the moment Janak walks to the Shunyagara, the Nibbana is gone. Because now it is replaced by what? Shunyagara. So you created another condition now. So Nibbana is unconditioned. But you are creating condition after condition. Will you ever have Nibbana? So what I should do? Drop everything. Or drop what? What you could achieve in your house, you will be able to achieve the same thing outside. What you are able to achieve outside, you will get it in the same room. Because if mind moves from A to B, the Nibbana is gone. Non-movement is Nibbana. If you move, if the mind moves, it's not Nibbana. Simple. So where does the mind move? Mind moves towards an object. Through its eyes, through ears, through nose, through tongue, through body. Through itself. What did you throw there? I booked my flight to Melbourne. That's all you threw. Now you are in search of Nibbana in a desert. You will never find one. Even if you go to Timbuktu, which is the most silent place on earth, you will never find. In fact, it is found within you, not outside of you. So when we make it a nimitta, signless. No Melbourne, no room, no side off, no retreat, nothing. You get desirelessness, appanihita. There's no desire to know anything now. And the very moment is shunyata, empty. And that emptiness of everything is nibbana. It's empty of what? All conditioned phenomena. So tell me one thing, will it be very peaceful there? Set a condition, number one, peaceful. Will it be cool feeling? Condition number two. Can I stay there for a long time? Condition number three. How will I know I entered? Condition number four. How will I know I have come back? Condition number five. Will I get it through Goenka technique? Condition number six. Will I get it through Ajancha technique? Condition number seven. Will I get it through Desana of Sri Lankans? Condition number eight. Will I get it through Jai Bhim? Condition number nine. Will I get it through that Bhante? Condition number 10. Is the Bhante Arhat? Condition number 11. Should I donate? Condition number 12. We keep on putting condition. This one and that one and this one and that one. So we go far away from Nibbana. Again, I repeat. You go wherever you go, but don't carry it in the mind. Meaning, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, Saturday, Ashwin and his mother is there at my home. Fair. I was there at his home. Fair. We both went to the embassy. Fair. Got the visa. Fair. Flying to US. Fair. All that is fair. But you are not flying. You are not flying. You don't have anything to fly there. This sounds strange, right? My dear friend Vilas, you are putting the body in the flight, like a dead body, right? If it was dead, what they would have done? They would have brought it in a coffin. Instead, they are given to keep the body in the chair. Clear? Now, you have to sit in that position, however it is, for 17 hours, 10 minutes. That body. Okay, sit like this straight. Get rid of the body. Then the body feeling is gone. Replaced by subtle vibration. Just be in that vibration. That's it. The gross is gone, subtle is in. Keep the subtle. Throw the subtle, become shunya, empty. Now be in that emptiness. Are you going to San Francisco? No answer. Are you going back to Bangalore? No answer. Are you in the plane? No answer. Are you out of this plane? No answer. Are you sleeping? No answer. Are you awake? No answer. Just sit. When the plane lands, come back to your original position. And that air hostess will say, yeah, we landed in San Francisco and temperature outside is whatever, bullshit thing. And they just take your bag and walk down. But you are not going out. You are not going out. You are not coming in. There's nothing to go out. You're moving your body, and then another body comes from outside the airport. It picks you up in its car. It's like the dead body being going everywhere. Okay? You just keep on going, and eyes seeing some object is coming, going away. ear is hearing some object, some sound coming and going away. Some taste will come and go away. Some smell will taste and some smell will come and go away. Some touch will come and go away. But you are there. Just the witness. Even if I have to come to Australia, it's the same. Exactly the same sequence. Whichever airline, yeah, there is airline, absolutely. But you have put the body in that. If it's a Singapore airline, put your body in the Singapore airline. If it is in the Qantas, throw the body in Qantas. Below the luggages and above is this body sitting. And that's, see, actually ticket is given to whom? To the body. You don't require a ticket. Visa is given to whom? You tell me that. Visa is given to whom? The body. They'll ask you to smile. Take one picture. And they put one thing. And it says, United States of America, 10-year multiple entry visa, blah, blah, blah. And if I apply for Australia visa, the same thing. And then 5 years visa. But to what? To that face. It's a dead face, man. That face is dead. The moment they took a picture, it is dead. I can stay like that. I've understood Mula Pariyaya Sutta. This Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, then Bhuta, Deva, Brahma, Prajapati, like that. It goes to everything, including Nibbana, 24. So we'll take that up for sure. But this is the fun part, especially for Janak who is going there. Don't symbolize. That will create desirelessness. There's no desire. You're just going. Just going. Who? The body, not you. Just the body going. And when the body goes, you don't have anything to do with body, right? Then you are empty of any content. There's no content. And the very moment is Nibbana. So don't create anything. And don't create any experience also. You know what? When I sat, something was coming. Because you created a condition now. So next time you go, you want it. Some came. What is that? I was only listening to what Goenka is saying. There's Bhanga. Okay, done. Next. Does he say next? So in the 10 days, I was listening to what he's saying. Okay, what should come next? Okay, tick in the box. Okay, this came. Okay, done. All your 10 days is this much, right? Done. Finished. Oh, I don't require another 10 days for doing the stupid thing what I just now did. I can do it even now. Why should I go there? So can I bring that environment at home? Absolutely. What I should bring? Bring the Arya Mauna. What he says there is correct. There are two kinds of Arya Mauna. One is a gross kind of Arya Mauna where you don't talk to anyone. You don't see anyone. The subtle one. Don't symbolize. So two kinds. One for gross, one for subtle. So when they go to the retreat, is Arya Mauna, you can't talk. You can't see anyone. You have to put your eyes slightly down and walk. And you can't be watching over ladies' quarters. The ladies cannot be seeing at the gents and the line, the separation. So you just sit, do your meditation of watching the breath and sensation and all that. Great. What's the subtle one? No symbolize. Don't symbolize anything. It's Mauna. That's it. So can I come here and do that? Yes. All the time? Yes. Whenever somebody comes, I'll say, hey, how are you doing? And when they go away, nothing. Blank. Again they come, again say, hey, how are you? All good. Oh, good, excellent. It's a drama, right? You just somebody comes and you say, wow, it's so nice. Then he goes away, you're gone. So in that way, they will never come to know that you're an arhat also. That's fair. Why they should know? You should know. Why they should know? They can stay the way you want. Now you're just doing drama or mimicry, basically. So my wife comes, I say, yeah, we should be doing this. And if somebody is watching us, they feel that, wow, they're so engrossed in it. Nothing. After that, gone, I'm gone. Then again we meet. And the director will say, cut it. Okay, now you start. Yeah, go ahead. Talk. You talk. Done. Good. You've done it extremely well. The movie is a hit. Good. That's all I want. That's a drama. Because your nibbana is unconditional. So you know how to uncondition. You know what is conditioned. That's it. But in the conditioned world, it goes round and round and round and round. That we have to accept it. And in unconditioned, nothing goes because nothing comes. When there's nothing coming, there's nothing going. So you are at peace. That peace, which is devoid of anything, is Nibbana. And that's all we need to do.
Easy yet not easy.
No, Marine, it is not difficult. See, I'll tell you what. You can do this easily. When you go tomorrow to your hospital, consider no woman there. Animitta of woman. What are you seeing? A body. One body within a body. Right. A body bloated. Inside it is another body and hence it is bloated. What I do is I will put my hand and start removing the other body which is there. Now what happens to this body? It becomes flat. Just like something sucked out, sucking it out. And you will see it comes to life, doing something, and then you cut the umbilical cord and clean it, wrap it, and give it to the mother. Mother, oh, so nice. Oh. Okay, you see all of that fun like this. No reaction from you, but that mother reaction you see. What a drama, good drama. What's your problem in life? What you just now experienced is non-symbolization. Didn't symbolize anything. That is such a peace. It's easy. It's not difficult, actually. How? It's the piece of flesh. If there were no consciousness, that thing which came out is a piece of flesh. And that's it. It rots. And what you do? See, it is umbilical cord has gone 2 circles. So you know it is very delicate to pull it out. Even with a C-section, you can't promise that you can untie it. So when the water there, liquid, baby is moving this way, and you get the leg. It's even more worse because it is trying to go into that cervix portion and getting stuck there, and you have to pull it. You pull it. Then the baby is still. You hit here, there, everywhere. Complicated operation. Mother is thinking, oh, what happened to my baby? bad news, we tried our best and still baby. What you just now saw is just the flesh. It's a flesh. Exactly the flesh. No different. And they will cry. That's not your problem or anybody's problem. Because just a piece of flesh. What else can you do with the flesh? Nothing. If it has life, meaning if it has consciousness, even then, epiglottis, it has to have an oxygenation. So you hit it back. So the heart will, first time, there is an opening ventricle, so it will close, and then the air enters inside and then starts to breathing. First breath taken by that idiot who came out. And there's a last breath. Input, output, right? Now, the breath can be counted. This is the first breath, and that will be last breath. But when, we don't know. So, if you, Marin, were to see it in this way, it becomes animated, literally animation, and you will not feel anything. You won't feel even you are in the hospital.
I can imagine. I can actually picture that now when you are saying that.
Yeah, you are in literally in meditation. There's nothing there. You just see one female opening her legs, and then you put a machine kind of thing and make it even more bigger. You can put your hand or whatever you want to put there and pull that thing out. That's it. 5 o'clock, I'm supposed to go. I'm going to close it at 5. So basically, if we see everything in that way, from the birth onward, it's just an animation. Consciousness is doing animation. There's the body cannot do animation. Simple, period. So what I do, when I go in the plane, I forget I am in the plane. I have put the body in the plane, and I can walk out of this body anytime. And if I walk out of this body anytime, and then the airline people will see that there's no life in this body, so they put it in a coffin and transport it back to Bangalore. And that's all they're going to do. Because there is consciousness, it can bend, it can do everything. But what if there's a pain? It can't bend. So this pain is felt in the consciousness. That means Dukkha Vedana is in the consciousness. Sukha Vedana is in the consciousness. Adukha Sukha Vedana is also in the consciousness. So basically, if I know consciousness, I know everything. So when you open up that baby, you just see when it is coming out, it is still. It takes a while for it to do something. Its heartbeat is there, everything, machine is reading out everything. But if you physically see it, you can see if you're pulling the baby by its head, and from the vaginal opening, it's like this. Even though you have shaved everything of that hairs which have grown in that vaginal portion, still the baby hair gets stuck there. So literally you have to pull it out. And then along with that, the blood and everything is coming. And when it falls, the water gushes out. And that moment, the child is not doing anything. It's still. For that moment, it's still. It's not dead, but it's still. That stillness is Nibbana. It's still. No movement. Absolute no movement. Because if it is moving, then it can't come out. So it becomes still. So once it goes down and gets its head gets exactly fit into it, you're able to see the baby is here. So you pull it, literally suck it out. And then when you suck it out, one hand has come out and the other hand is inside. So you have to slowly pull that and then pull the body and then on legs and then the legs and then everything falls. So then you hold it and then the umbilical cord is going everywhere. So you hold it and or you give with the umbilical cord for some time and the mother is so and then you cut it and then put some.
Nowadays they eat it as well.
Yeah, I know that. Now there's an obsession to eat umbilical cord. My goodness.
They make capsules with the placenta
Yes.
and they eat it, and sometimes they take the
They
placenta.
cook it and eat it, or just
Yeah.
cook it,
They make dehydrated.
not raw.
No, placenta, they dehydrate it and then they powder it and put it into capsules and eat it. It's actually, there is some research on reduction of postnatal depression with the eating placenta.
Yeah. But anyway, but if you were to watch this, it's beautiful. But I have never watched any delivery, but I know the entire sequence of delivery.
Maybe when you come here, I'll take you one day.
Maybe you have seen in very previous lives.
Yeah, I don't know, but I as I say, I can see.
I'll take you to work.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Anybody can come and see.
I'm just joking.
If you
This
can,
is the last life you have to experience.
maybe, but it's I can see the whole sequence, entry, exit.
Maybe you remember this. You told you remember your exit or something, right?
Yes, I remember my current entry, this life entry in the womb of my mother. You're on mute.
You don't remember the exit. You only remember the entry. Yeah, and staying there. No,
Staying there. Staying there, I don't know, but I remember my life from 1.5 years. 1.5-year-old baby onwards. I remember.
1.5-year-old baby after birth,
But
completely.
almost not because we're staying in a place in Sikandrabad. I remember it. I remember the bathroom. I remember the bedroom. I remember my father and mother talking, fighting, doing all kind of nonsense things.
Yeah, I also tell my mother, I was only 2 years or 2.5 years. I tell that, I was born in Nigeria. So that time I told this room was like this, you were staying there and this room had a square, and the kitchen was, I draw that figure like that, this was, so she told everything is correct.
Good. Nice.
Yeah. So maybe I was 2 or 3 years. That's what I believe.
Fine. It is good. Anything you remember after birth is good because that memory is coming from your conscious thing. It's from unconscious to conscious, which is very good. Nice one.
Yeah, I remember definitely, I also remember there were some kind of arguments and all.
Okay, so today I have to go to my cousin's place.